Good morning, Denise.
Good morning, Elaine.
So nice to have you today, or have you with 52 today.
I'm excited to be here, for sure.
I'm also really excited about seeing this ranch retreat that you have.
Yeah, I love being out here. I'm just 20 minutes outside of Portland, and the Peach Cheesecake Ranch is a small retreat space for team offsites and stuff.
May I ask the name? How did that come about?
The Peach Cheesecake Ranch, well, it started from my mom. My mom passed away several years ago, and my happy spot is in the kitchen, which is where her happy spot was. And she was always bebopping around, having a great time in the kitchen. And she was best known for her peach cheesecake. And so that's the inspiration for the name.
Nice, very nice. Well, I want to honor our 10 minutes and go ahead and get started. My name is Elaine Shea. I'm the Community Engagement Manager here at 52 Limited. Today we have Denise Ransome, who was a previous 52 Limited project manager. So excited to have alum joining us today. She is also the owner of the Peach Cheesecake Ranch, a retreat just 20 minutes outside of Portland. And she's going to tell us a little bit more about what she does and the great things that they do at the ranch.
All right. Yes, I'm going to share my screen. So let's see how that goes. I don't think that was the right screen.
That's okay.
Okay. That's why we practice these things, right?
Yes. Technology always seems to fail when you need it most.
Yep. Okay. We're almost there, guys. I promise. There we go. How's that?
We see your Zoom tab.
So as Elaine said, I'm Denise Ransome.
Wait, Denise, don't get started yet. Right now we see your Zoom tab. So we don't see your deck. We see your screen, but we don't see your deck quite yet.
Oh my gosh. Now do you see my screen?
No.
Oh my goodness.
But we at least see your desktop. So we're moving in the right direction here.
Okay. Let's try this again. Okay, we're trying, and it doesn't want to let me share the screen. All right, this is technical difficulties.
I also have, thank goodness that you sent your deck to me. So I think I can share my screen. Just a second.
Okay, how about now? Can you see my screen, my desktop now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and do that. How's that now?
Perfect.
Okay, yay. Okay.
Yay.
Sorry about that, you guys.
No worries, no worries.
All right. So yeah, the ranch is a meeting and retreat space that was designed with teams in mind. And I create experiences where teams can come together and capture and catalyze and take action on their best thinking. And so my calling is to help people make sense of all the things swirling around in their heads so they can focus on their gifts and talents and focus on the work that matters. And that's why I'm here with you today. I found a simple methodology from the Japanese concept called ikigai, which means a reason for being. In this context, it's to help you create a vision board of sorts, to find the work that you are meant to do, the best way to use your gifts and talents, your sweet spot. I've gone through these exercises with people that are actively looking for the next adventure, with them to see if the work they're doing is in fact the work they're meant to do. And one person found that after going through these exercises, they were right where they needed to be. That was both surprising and validating. The purpose is to find the perfect combination of things you love, the things you're great at, the things you can get paid for, and the world needs. It's a Venn diagram of all your gifts and talents. I'm going to walk through this really quickly, then I'll make the slides and instructions available to you afterwards so you can do this when you have more time. But at the cross section of you love it and you're great at it is your passion. At the cross section of you're great at it and you get paid for it is your profession. The cross section of you get paid for it and the world needs it is your vocation. And the cross section of the world needs it and you love it is your mission. And finally, the place where all these skills overlap, that's your sweet spot. So before we dig in, I wanted to give you a quick overview of the process and the materials you'll need when you have time to create your sweet spot canvas. You'll find a section of wall, a whiteboard, or those large sticky notes, and you'll be capturing your ideas for each category onto individual 3x3 sticky notes. And you'll be doing one idea per sticky note. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing that you're gonna do is brainstorm all the things you love to do. And one thing to think about is doing this with some of your peers. They might be able to add some insight to some of your blind spots. And that just kind of rounds things out a little. Okay, so at this point of the process, you're gonna think of everything you love to do. This isn't just work related. What are your hobbies? What do you absolutely love to do? What are you drawn to? What brings you joy? You'll use that section of wall, whiteboard, or the large sticky note that you created for your sweet spot canvas, and you'll just get going with the brainstorming. And then once you've exhausted all the things you can think of that you love, it's time to move on to the things that you're great at. You're gonna start to capture everything you think that you're good at, one idea per sticky note. What are you known for? What do you feel you're really amazing at? What type of advice are you asked? So think back to your childhood, your school, the playground, the sports fields. What subjects in school, what games did you play? What sports did you excel at? Anything you feel you can do and do well. And then it will be time for you to move on to the things that you can get paid for. And you'll use a new section of your sweet spot canvas that you're creating. And you're gonna think about, what can you get paid for? What have you been paid for in the past? What silly human trick will someone actually pay you for? And even things that don't seem to fit into what you usually do. And so brainstorm here, let it flow, don't edit yourself, just keep writing until you've exhausted all the things you can think of that you can get paid for. And then you'll move on to a new space, again, using one idea per sticky note. What does the world need right now? What skill do you have that people need? Think big, think micro, think everything in between. What can you help others do? What do they need? Good user experience, help with productivity, clarity. If money was no object, what can you do to help the world right now? And then it'll be time to put it all together. So you're gonna look at all of your large sticky notes, the things you love, the things you're great at, the things you can get paid for, and the things that the world needs. And you're gonna look for the overlaps. You're gonna put the things you love and the things that you're great at together to identify your passion. You're gonna put the things you're great at and the things you get paid for, and those are your profession, things you can get paid for and the world needs for your vocation, and the world needs and the things you love for your mission. And then you'll take a step back. What are the things that show up in 3 sections? Are there any on all 4? Bingo, that's your sweet spot. That's the place of clarity and shines the light on the work you were meant to do. This is the reason to get out of bed in the morning. I went through this super fast. So as I said before, I have a set of worksheets that you can grab from my website, and 52 Limited can share that link. Or you can email me directly and get them at hello@peachcheesecakeranch.com. And when you finish this exercise, I'm hoping you will have harnessed all of your gifts and talents so you can focus on the work that matters, your sweet spot.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, Denise. I want to give the opportunity for anyone who might have questions, but do want to share with everyone that we will be sending out Denise's deck with her contact information in case you didn't capture it.
Yeah.
I think, especially in this time where we have some downtime to think about what is it that we do now, and what is it that we want to do. And it's really important to find something that makes you happy and that makes you excited to get up in the morning. Finding your sweet spot, I think, is really, really important. Or even knowing what you don't like to do is just as important as knowing what you do like to do. It looks like we do have, oh, thank you so much for putting your website on the chat box. And looks like we've just had some really encouraging words from our attendees. I know everyone's eager to do this themselves, get some paper, some Post-it notes, use all of the stationery that we have at home to good use. Great activity to do with your partner, with your friends, perhaps even with your children.
Yeah, it's great for your kids, definitely.
Absolutely. So thank you so much, Denise. I'm going to share that deck out with everyone. I'll also post it on our YouTube channel in case someone needs, just the step-by-steps to kind of walk you through it again. And thank you so much for spending 10 minutes with 52 Limited.
Yeah, thank you for having me. And everybody, get out there, find your sweet spot, be safe, and be good to yourself.
Thanks, Denise.